Let me assure everyone that the officers of the Cambridge Police Department are committed to the professional and non-discriminatory enforcement of the law. They respect and embrace the diversity within their own community and indeed within their own ranks. They make hundreds of decisions each week and thousands of decisions each year in the preservation of the peace. Race does not play a role of any kind in that decision-making and played no role in the decision-making in this case.
I would like to comment briefly in reply to the statements made by Governor Patrick and President Obama regarding this case. It is noteworthy that both qualified their statements by saying that they did not have all the facts. Usually, when one hears those words, one would expect the next words would be, "so I cannot comment." Instead, both officials, both admitted friends of Professor Gates, proceeded to insult the handling of this case by the Cambridge Police Department. President Obama said that the actions of the CPD were stupid and linked the event to a history of racial profiling in America. The facts of this case suggest that the President used the right adjective but directed it to the wrong party. His remarks were obviously misdirected, but made worse yet by a suggestion that somehow this case should remind us of a history of racial abuse by law enforcement. Whatever may be the history, the supervisors and the patrol officers of the Cambridge Police Department deeply resent the implication and reject any suggestion that in this case or any other case they have allowed a person's race to direct their activities. However, we hope that they will reflect upon their past comments and apologize to the men and women of the Cambridge Police Department.
Cambridge Police are not stupid. I am proud to represent the officers of the Cambridge Police Department. It is a great department. I think everybody that knows us knows that. I'm a third-generation Cambridge police officer, my family, and I'm very proud to be a police officer. I think if you ask any of the officers in Cambridge, they'll tell you they're proud to be here. As far as the President's comments, the Governor's comments, and comments that I did not hear that our mayor made, I think when the time is right, they should make an apology to us. I think the President should make an apology to all law enforcement personnel throughout the entire country who took offense to this.
The President suggested that somehow, at least implied, there was a link between what happened here and the history of problems between persons of color and law enforcement. And while that is true in some localities, and it isn't true in Cambridge, it wasn't true in this case. It was inappropriate for him to draw that comparison, and whether you can debate the propriety of the arrest based upon the technical aspects of the disorderly person statute, there is no evidence whatsoever that the arrest was race-based.